When you're growing a business, something that can sneak in and take you by surprise is the volume of decisions that you have to make about your business. Every time you take a step forward, that in itself can bring more decisions that you have got to make. Decisions about your team, decisions about suppliers, decisions about how you deliver your service, decisions about price, decisions about systems, about marketing, about growth strategies, everything. There are a million decisions that you need to make as you are pushing your business forwards. And what that can do is that really can create a feeling of overwhelm or a decision fatigue that can really create mental exhaustion. So I want to talk to you today about how you can make that decision-making process easier, faster, much less stressful. So firstly, the primary reason why decision making can feel overwhelming and it can feel like such a mental load is likely to be down to a lack of priorities. If you don't have very clear objectives, then suddenly you're faced with trying to make decisions about absolutely everything and you don't have a hierarchy of what's the most important. So the first thing is, if your decisions are feeling overwhelming right now, step back and really think about your plan for the next 3 months. Have you identified a small number, we're talking probably 3 maximum, of really high level objectives that you would like to achieve in your business over the next quarter? Is it that you want to really focus on your email marketing list? Do you want to massively ramp up your YouTube channel? Are you looking to launch a new product? Are you hiring a new team member? So think about 2, 3 maximum of big priorities over the next 3 months. And when you make sure that you're absolutely clear what those priorities are, that will suddenly fall into place on top of your decision making and help you to see exactly which decisions are important and which can be parked and are trivial and can be dealt with much later. It also helps you to stop getting yourself dragged into the nitty-gritty of every task and understand what can be either delayed or delegated, but it really helps you to make progress. So the second thing to think about is, once you have got those clear priorities, the great question to ask yourself is, what will help me to get there or to make progress fastest and easiest? There is frequently 1 or 2 particular actions that will really start the progress coming. They create momentum. They will kind of smooth the path for all the clunky bits that are coming afterwards. So if you can identify those kind of 1 or 2 really pivotal actions that are going to help get things moving, then you can focus on those as your key decisions for the next week or 2. So we've stripped away all those massive things. They can wait until later, but right now you only need to make the decisions on what's going to make you the fastest, juiciest, exciting progress, and that's going to massively reduce that mental load for you. And then the third thing is, when you are faced with a billion different decisions, if you have got those priorities in place, then you can ask yourself 2 key questions that make the whole thing easier. The first question is this decision or the result of this decision something that's directly connected to this quarter's key goals? If it's not, then you can actually park that decision, put that decision onto a different to-do list, your later to-do list. I'm talking about that in the next video. You can park that decision for now. It's not urgent, it's not a priority. We recognise that. Great, we don't need to decide on that right now. The other question is, if it is something that is directly related to that priority, ask yourself, is this something that you have to do? Or is there somebody else in your team or an external supplier who is actually much better placed to handle this than you? If the only decision you have to make is to delegate this to one of your team or to hire somebody else or outsource it, then that's a decision that can be made beautifully, quickly and easily, and it really removes, again, a lot of that mental load and that real overwhelm for you. So, quick recap. Mental exhaustion, decision overload is usually caused by a lack of clear priorities. So go back and really identify 2 or 3 strong quarterly priorities. Then decide what are the actions, this very small number of actions that are going to start progress happening fastest. Then look at anything else you need to focus on. Is it related to those key objectives? Is it something only you can do? And if you can get to that level of decision making, all of a sudden things feel so much calmer and more manageable. If you need help with that, you know where I am. I'm at tailory.co.uk.